what I've noticed in wholesale trends since I started wholesaling about a year ago. And not that I know everything about wholesaling, but I can see changes, and I base a lot of my opinions on the fact that I've been an entrepreneur most of my life, and I've also lived a life. And you see things, you see trends. And what I'm seeing in wholesaling right now is that the buyer of investments is getting a lot more difficult to please or to satisfy their investment needs. Their investment needs are becoming so ridiculous. I remember when I started wholesaling, I started doing creatives and I was doing trust acquisitions mostly, which is subject to. And the sellers were abundant. We had a pretty good selection of people trying to sell their homes that bought their homes in around the 2020 range. And they got 2-3% interest rates, which were highly advantageous. Today, those homes are not as abundant. The other change that I've noticed is investors are getting, in my opinion, a bit ridiculous in their requirements for purchase. On a subject to, they're looking for 20% cash on cash return. I mean, come on. You're going to buy a house for $5, $10, maybe $20,000 and expect a 20% cash on cash return. I mean, that's just unrealistic. But the fact that they're looking for that and they're walking away from deals tells me a lot. It tells me that they'd rather push their ticket or their buying requirements on another property, maybe seller financing. Seller financing, it's quite acceptable to enter into a property with sometimes less than 10% down and get that kind of cash on cash return. Also, when I see cash deals being presented to me and I try to help dispo them or sell them, I'm noticing that a lot of investors are snubbing their noses at fix and flip properties and even buying Section 8 properties, and strategies and cash on cash return that worked a year ago are not working now. And that's because the market is in full force for a buyer's market. You're going to have a hard time selling your house unless it's like a primo property in a primo location at a primo price. Those houses, of course, they're going to sell. But I mean, guys, I have to tell you, that's why I keep saying now, even for me, because I've gotten properties that under contract that I couldn't sell, that I thought for sure would sell based off of the criteria that I learned a year ago. And now that criteria isn't the same. So I'm just, just a little hint out there, tighten your numbers, make sure that your contracts are great deals, not good deals, because the good deals, they might sell, but great deals always sell. Thanks, guys. Like and follow.